How's it going, guys? It's Burgas here and welcome to another Call of Dragons video. Today I'm going to talk about the WoW spenders and how most WoW spenders destroy their account by focusing the wrong heroes. And in this trap, only WoW spenders can actually enter, and let me explain why. Because free-to-play players are not having access to all of the heroes. The only people who have access to all of the heroes is people who is basically spending some money. And WoW spender is having access, for example, to Lilia, is having access to, if he want to buy whatever hero he like from the daily bundles. In the daily bundles, you're having all of the heroes. Till free-to-play player can have to compete in the strongest world to actually be able to get some hero data from strongest world. You know, every time that there is two heroes presented in the game, one is from the strongest world, for example, Goresh and Skogul. Goresh is a hero that are presented in the strongest world. You can see easily this by clicking on the plus and it's going to show you this hero is coming from strongest world. This is how you can get this hero. The moment you get this hero, you can invest in him. Now, I already make something like comparison with the free-to-play players. Mid-spender can fix their mistake. They can just change whatever they put on the daily bundle, and with the time they're going to fix this mistake. Or they can go and just buy what was the name? Buy some Generation 5 token or Heroes of Tamarasin, etc. Whales and Krakens, they can have whatever they like. I mean, they're just different group of people. And here we have WoW spenders, are people who can get everything in the game, all of the heroes, basically everything, but at the same time don't have that much resources to make everything maxed. And that's why this is maybe the most dangerous zone somebody can be. I'm actually a WoW spender. Now, the accounts that look active but gets weaker. This is the next point I want to talk about. One of the weirdest things in Call of Dragons is that some players upgrade many heroes and still become weaker. Their account look busy, their hero page looks full, but their real fighting power is quietly collapsing. The strange part is that every single decision feels small and reasonable. By looking up, I mean, I'm 100% sure every WoW spender you're asking that, is making this mistake, he's going to have perfectly fine reason why he, for example, invests in this or that hero if you ask him. Now, your account usually doesn't not die from one terrible mistakes, period. It dies from 20 almost okay decisions. And this is going to be the focus of this video, over these 20 almost okay decisions at the end of the day. Now, the false belief is more built heroes mean more options. This is something that I was thinking back in the days is, okay, I'm going to maybe make Lilia 5-1-1-1 because the value Lilia is giving you is actually when you awake her, because it is hitting from 2-3 legions. This is the biggest value you can get from Lilia. Other way, you can just go with like 5-1-1-1 with this hero. So I actually awake Lilia the moment I focus over the rally drum, because from the bundles, from the VIP shop, in the Lilia bundle, there is this Teatri. And there is a decent amount of Teatri. So when I start opening tier 5, I was thinking, okay, now or never. Either I'm going to make Lilia maxed and get this Teatri as a bonus, or I will never make this Lilia maxed. I'm going to open the tier 5 by other way, and because I'm going to be angry on myself if I miss this Teatri. So yeah, this is more options. More WoW spenders think building more heroes give flexibility. This is something that I was thinking. and I also have Bakshin Emrys, but this is but weak flexibility is not really a flexibility. If you have a heroes that are weak, no matter what kind of flexibility you're having, if those heroes are weak, you're not going to benefit from these heroes. Period. You're going to, I mean, I get the question, it was about the other game, but I get the question, yo, Burgas, why my marches are weak? Yo, brother, your marches, all of them are weak. Get the resources, put them at one march. Period. And this is something that every Call of Dragons player should do. Focus over one march, make this march monster, and then go for the next one. Don't go for half-done things like 5-1-1-1. Now there is a heroes that you can actually do that, and maybe I can give you one example. This is going to be Margaret with Zeta. Now Margaret Zeta, you can go 5-5-1-1. I mean, you don't need this thing. I don't know why I actually put that. I was thinking I'm going to play Margaret with also marksmans, but this is for marksmans. If you want to play mages with Margaret, it's like 5-5-1-1. Don't go for the third one. But you see that here is like minimum investment. And there is a reason behind, because at one point you're going to remove Margaret. Yeah, the game make Margaret crazy good back in the days, but right now, the reports are not showing that. Even if you run her with Celestials, I mean, brother, 320 is the Celestials damage, or 322 is the Celestial damage. Where is the Celestials? It's like 322, and you have 452 for Ballista. I think it's 452. 452 is for the Ballista. So you see here you have like 120 base stats. Over these base stats, all the percentage you have as a boost is going to go even mad. And what you're doing with your mages, you hit the infantry. The majority of the cases, 99% from the players are just hitting infantry. So there is a heroes that you can go 5-5-1-1, because at one point you're going to replace those heroes, because you basically benefit from two spells. And yeah, at one point you're going to replace them. I see some strategy Margaret, Zeta, after this Margaret, Thunderlin. Yeah, a lot of people don't know where to use Thunderlin, and I totally understand them. I mean, this is my weakest march, my Thunderlin. And I also wonder where should I actually use her. Now, with the new hero that is coming in the game, this is Seunia. I have some idea in my head, but at the end of the day, so far till this moment, Thunderlin was something that nobody was liking that much. And here is the thing. If you want to go with less investment, a 5-1-1-1 hero can function, don't get me wrong, can function, but a full account of half-builded heroes creates a fake feeling of progression. It just creates a fake feeling of progression. And better just go and invest more. 5-1-1, I always said this is the minimum investment in one hero. I mean, if you want to play with this hero, at least make him like 5-1-1-1. This is the starting point, making the most important spell level 5, and from there you're going to progress, and maybe you're going to invest in this hero and obviously awake this hero and etc. But yeah, it just function, okay? It's doing something, but it's just how builded a hero. Now, why 5-1-1-1 become a trap? Let's talk about this. 5-1-1-1 feels good because it gives quick progress without full commitment. It tells you that you may actually use this hero because this hero is like 5-1-1-1, but in the same time, this is fake feeling. For example, do you have cavalry? And if I have my cavalry like 5-1-1-1, I have like 2 legions or 3 legions, I can say, yeah, I have cavalry. Yeah, I'm working on my cavalry. knowing that those cavalry is going to be forever stay at 5111. I mean, this is giving just a false impression that and quick progress without actually full commitment. Better go over the heroes one by one. And this is something that I do with my cavalry. I know I mentioned cavalry a lot, but my Bakshi is awakened, my Emrys is awakened. Right now, the next target is going to be Nea and Urak to be awakened. But I want to test Joran before that. Also, I want to invest in the Seunia. This is the new hero. Also, the Generation 5 mages are coming. I mean, brother, if you're not careful where you spend your money, especially if you're a WoW spender, right now I have like 5 heroes that I want to invest in them. Now imagine if I didn't have Kuma. Imagine if I don't have Goresh. Even though that at this point Goresh is not that desirable, but my Urak is sitting like, here is 3. There is just so many places where I want to invest, but at the end of the day, you just have to know what is important for your account. You just have to know what's important for your account. Now, the problem starts when every new hero become just one more 5111. Just let me make his rage skill 5, and we're going to think over this. What is the issue here? Now, normally when you get a hero, you're going to be able to make a dialogues. From those dialogues, you're going to be able to, I don't know if I can actually see that, but you're going to be able to grab some tokens, okay? You're going to be able to get like 10 tokens. At best, your hero is going to be 2, level 2. The first spell is going to be at best level 2. The other 3 points of this skill is your investments. It's your investment. It can be in the daily deals. It can be from Wookiee Spin. It can be from any other place. Everything else is your investment. And just by making one hero like 5111 is taking the future from your other heroes, because I think the first spell is where is this? Yeah, the first spell is, for example, 10 to make it level 2. To make it level 3 is 10 again, and level 4 and 5 is 15. I think I can see this on my Urak. Where is my Urak? Yeah, right now should be 15. Yeah, it's 15. So I can see Urak is asking me for extra 40 tokens, so this hero can become 511. Why should I not save these tokens and use it on other hero that I definitely want to make awakened, for example? I think this is maybe the right approach. And this is maybe the WoW spender trap I see, because people PM me in the Discord with some screenshots, with some questions related to this type of questions, and I just decide, okay, I mean, I'm going to answer you, but at one point I'm going to make video about that. I'm going to make video, and I really hope people understand why 511 is becoming a trap right now. Because it's just giving this good feeling, because it gives quick progression without actually full commitment. Because yeah, the making the hero from level 1 to level 5 is requesting you 50 tokens. 50 tokens from level 1 to level 5. To make a final skill like from 5554 to 5555 is asking you for 80 tokens. So one skill level on the final skill level is 80, but the first one is that dopamine hit. It only requests you 10 hits, and you're going to be able to level up the hero. Now the other thing is why WoW spenders just copy the wrong players. Maybe this is going to be a topic for other video, to be fair. But yeah, don't copy Whales and Krakens. I know you're a spender. maybe WoW spender like me, but Whales and Krakens have different economy behind. Whales and Krakens have different artifact, pets, decorations behind, something that we're not having. I mean, it's little the complexity of Call of Dragons increase with the time. It's not like back in the days, heroes and artifacts. I remember when the pets appear in Call of Dragons, I didn't understand what is happening, by the way. I remember I get Saphira Drag for free and that's all. I have no idea what these pets are. So with the time, right now we have decorations, but with the time, new and new things are presented in the game. And from there is the token cost that nobody's actually talking about. Because, again, 40 tokens on Uruk, 40 tokens on Kinara, 40 tokens on Tobin, 40 tokens on Lee Cheyenne, and your mages, if you leave like 10 heroes to be 5-1-1-1, that means you take 400 tokens from your main troop heroes. 400. We have bunch of heroes here. It's not like just 10 heroes. So you have to be extremely careful with that. Every token spent on a side hero is a token missing from your main march. You have to remember that. Every token, if you have to take something from this video, this is it. Every token spent on a side hero is a token missing from your main marches. The punishment is delayed, so players do not feel the mistake right away. You once notice later when your main march is almost strong but never strong enough. And this is something that I tell people is just focus over one march, make this march extremely strong. In general, you're not going to have that many troops. If you're well Kraken to have enough troops, most likely you can have all of the heroes awakened. So if you're free-to-play player, maybe WoW spender, just focus over one march, build this march, make this march crazy. From there, jump over the second march, make it extremely good, and yada yada yada. I think this is the right approach to the game in general. And the other thing is, yeah, the reports make this mistake even worse. Damage report make player emotional. A lot of times, just the reports make the people emotional. They see one hero doing something flashy and suddenly want to build it. And I actually jump in this trap, to be fair. I mean, I didn't finish my full mage marches, my 5 mage marches, and I jump over Goresh with Kuma because I was seeing some crazy shiny reports, and the merits is coming extremely fast. What I mean by that is you're sending your Goresh Kuma, they make 30, 40, 50, 70k merits, and you send them and you bombard the enemy like this. That's why I also have almost close to the same amount swordsmen, 2.5 million, like Celestials I'm having. I don't know if you can actually see. Maybe I'm going to remove myself for a second. But look at this thing. 2.5k, 2.5 million swordsmen, 3 million Celestials. This is what I'm currently having as a legion. So you can see that I invest in infantry heavily. Not because somebody tell me or somebody ask me. It's just because I saw some flashy reports. And yeah, I just wanted to open this topic about the WoW spenders because I just get way too much questions in this direction. So I'm just trying to answer all of the questions. So next time I get this question, I just copy paste the URL of the video, and I really hope this help the person who is struggling to figure out what to do with his account. So yeah, don't forget to hit one like, subscribe for more Call of Dragons content. If you want to support directly my work, you can become a member. Also, we have a membership. Also access to my members only videos. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.